simulating the situation. Now, this is by far the most valuable thing I've learned. And it wasn't even from work. It was from when I used to play very competitive tennis. I was in a tennis academy and playing tennis 4 hours a day. And essentially, we'd spend sometimes a whole hour-long session off the court, sitting on the side of the court, and we would have our eyes closed, visualizing playing points. Now, I mean, how ridiculous does that sound? But it is literally, we would sit there and get involved in the point and a pressure point. What's the score? What's the smells? Who's around? What's the sounds? Absolutely 100% visualize playing pressure points. And so I took this into my speech last year. And so it comes from the idea of tricking your mind to think that you've already been in that situation before. Now, there's a few studies I've listed there, like it transcends sport, it transcends speaking on stage, even into muscle growth. I don't know if anyone's seen this, but there have been studies come out that if you sit there and imagine lifting weights and certain movements, you can actually activate the connections, neural connections from mind to muscle. And in the study, at least, there was more muscle growth in the experiment group over the control group. And so it was just a nice proof point. But 99% of Olympians do this. If high performance athletes are doing this, I think it's absolutely something that everyone should look at in working to a full out, is sitting on the side of your bed or whatever it is and go through your whole speech, simulate walking onto stage. That's exactly what I did. And it really helped by the time you get on stage to be able to take a few deep breaths. And once you're up there, your mind takes over, and it absolutely 100% works. So that is one tip from me on visualization. In terms of writing your entry, this is really important. Obviously, I don't know if anyone knows the cadence of which they speak, but if you are speaking 150 words per minute or more, you're probably speaking too fast, especially on stage. So for 4 minutes, you definitely want to cap it at about 600 words. Now, some things to help really, you need to know what you're talking about. You need to be very clear on what you're talking about. What is the big simple takeout? As Maureen mentioned, leave the audience with something, but really just focus on the one topic and don't try to go too broad. Now, another thing to think about is, what is the stage experience going to be like? How are you going to make it exciting or different? These are really important things to stand out, not only when you are in the submission process, but if you do get selected and are on stage, you need to know, how am I going to make my 4 minutes the 4 minutes that deserve to be on stage and presented? And so if you are, doing something exciting or less words, you need to factor that into your word count. Obviously, through the full out, you'll get a bit better gist of this. Some more stats, I should say, in terms of simple language. It sinks in a lot faster. This is incredibly important. You don't want to lose the audience. 40% faster language processing if you use simple language versus complex language. It's that simple. It's easier to remember, higher recall rate. We want our presentations to be remembered. So again, use simple language. And then thinking carefully about your words. This is a quote by Hemingway, very simple, and you can get the whole gist in 6 words. For sale, baby shoes, never worn. Moving on to one more point on concise language. Most commercial movies can actually be summarized in one sentence. So quick guessing game. I won't make anyone speak out, but in your own heads, great white shark terrorizes a small New England seaside town. I don't know if, well done, Tasman, all over it. Next slide, please, Maureen. Yours it is. Well done, Tasman. And then we've got 10-year-old boy helps friendly alien return to his home planet. Any guesses? E.T. Very quickly.
Yeah. Well done, Melissa.
You can describe a whole movie in one sentence. I mean, if you can do a whole movie over 2 hours, you can definitely do 4 minutes, and that's where you need to get to. One more thing on how to be succinct. Very ugly slide, but it needed to be in here because this is something.
Sorry.
No. We need to keep this in here because it was something we do at Match of Wood, and one of my mentors has definitely honed this into me in any, whether it be a strategy competition or whatnot, but you need to be concise. And one of the really effective tools to do this is keep taking words out of your paragraph or speech, let's say, until the sentence or paragraph doesn't make sense any longer. And then you add the last thing you took out back in. And all of a sudden, you've got a really nice base to then reframe or optimize some words here and there, and then your whole paragraph and whole speech will just flourish from there. And that's certainly something that helped me hugely in getting under 600 words. That is working to a full out, probably, or well, obviously one of the most important parts before you get up on stage is working to a full out, writing it all down, time yourself, refine, and then visualize. That's something once you get to that stage, I can't recommend it enough. At least give it a go. It's like meditation. It's hard at the start, and then you get good.